Section 30, Franklin, Chapter 15 of Four Great Americans by James Baldwin. Read for LibriVox.org into the public domain. The Last Years. In 1776, delegates from all the colonies met in Philadelphia. They formed what is called the Second Continental Congress of America. It was now more than a year since the war had begun, and the colonists had made up their minds not to submit to the King of England and his council. Many of them were strongly in favor of setting up a new government of their own. A committee was appointed to draft a Declaration of Independence, and Benjamin Franklin was one of that committee. On the 4th of July, Congress declared the colonies to be free and independent states. Among the signers of the Declaration of Independence was Benjamin Franklin of Pennsylvania. Soon after this, Dr. Franklin was sent to Paris as minister from the United States. Early in the following year, 1777, he induced the King of France to acknowledge the independence of this country. He thus secured aid for the Americans at a time when they were in the greatest need of it. Had it not been for his services at this time, the War of the Revolution might have ended very differently indeed. It was not until 1785 that he was again able to return to his home. He was then nearly 80 years old. He had served his country faithfully for 53 years. He would have been glad if he might retire to private life. When he reached Philadelphia he was received with joy by thousands of his countrymen. General Washington was among the first to welcome him and to thank him for his great services. That same year the grateful people of his state elected him President of Pennsylvania. 2 years afterwards he wrote, "I am here in my niche, in my own house, in the bosom of my family, my daughter and grandchildren all about me, among my old friends, or the sons of my friends, who equally respect me. In short, I enjoy here every opportunity of doing good, and everything else I could wish for, except repose, and that I may soon expect, either by the cessation of my office, which cannot last more than 3 years, or by ceasing to live." The next year he was a delegate to the convention which formed the present Constitution of the United States. In a letter written to his friend Washington not long afterwards, he said, "For my personal ease I should have died 2 years ago, but though those years have been spent in pain, I am glad to have lived them, since I can look upon our present situation." In April 1790 he died, and was buried by the side of his wife, Deborah, in Arch Street graveyard in Philadelphia. His age was 84 years and 3 months. Many years before his death he had written the following epitaph for himself: "The body of Benjamin Franklin, printer, like the cover of an old book, its contents torn out, and stripped of its lettering and gilding, lies here food for worms, yet the work itself shall not be lost, for it will, as he believed, appear once more in a new and more beautiful edition, corrected and amended by the author." End of Section 30. Read by Sabella Denton. For more information, please visit LibriVox.org.